Hello Year 6 and more maths puzzles and games today. You will need dice for the game today, or you can use an interactive one on the computer if you really can't find one, and a calculator would be handy for the extension too. Take a minute please and think, what is a factor? So you might want to pause the video here and think about that. So a factor is of course a number that fits into another number exactly. So see if you can think what the factors are of these numbers. So, can you think of the factors of these numbers? And can you make sure that you get all of the factors for each number as well? Okay, so pause the video now and have a think. Okay, so if those are the answers, did you get the same as I did? How can I be sure that I found all of the factors for each number? I've worked hard to work systematically to make sure that I get each factor pair. So I started with 1 each time, and then I wondered if the number had a factor of 2. If it did, I found what went with 2. Then I moved on to 3 and 4. Okay, so this is your game. Now, it's called Factor 2, 3 and 5, and you're going to use a dice to make the numbers. So roll the dice twice and you use the digits to create a 2-digit number. So as you can see, I rolled a 5 and a 4. I need to decide if I'm going to make 54 or 45. I decided to have 54 and I've put it in my 2-digit number column. I roll the dice again because if you look at the column next to it, it says plus or minus. So I'm going to roll the dice again to see what I'm going to add or subtract to 54. So I rolled 6. Now I need to decide if I'm going to add 6 to 54 or subtract. So have a think, what would the answer be to each one of those? Now I get a score, a higher score, if my number has more factors. So for example, if my number has a factor of 2 and 3 and 5, I score a 2 and a 3 and a 5 together as my score. If my number, for example, just had 2 as a factor, I would score 2. So think about my numbers and think about which one I should go for. Are you surprised that I added 6? The answer is 60. Now, what are the factors of 60? Not all of them I don't need to worry about, just 2 and 3 and 5. Does 2 fit into 60 exactly? And what about 3 and 5? Yes, they all do. So is 10 for that one. So you're going to have a go now at playing that game. See what's the highest score you can get, maybe in 10 goes. Okay, if you're looking for more activities, then you can go to the website and there will be these extensions for you for Tuesday. How many answers and think of a number. Okay, and we'll see you for more tomorrow.